Oh, hi. Okay. Spirit wants me to talk about this. There was a comparison being made to the UFC fight on the front house lawn and a drag show. Well, kind of. A sing along. A lip sync. Comparing with the what is that called? The round part of the painted. The pillars were painted the rainbow, and they were having a drag show. That compared to UFC. And I have a channeled message from the Republicans. We cannot look weak. We cannot look soft. Acknowledging and being empathetic towards this makes us look soft. And we don't want to appear soft. We have to be strong at all times. So, people like ignore it until it becomes something and then they start talking out about it. Like, they get sick of it. They don't want to think about it. But then also, there's some of them that are secretly like they're repressing their feelings because they are gay, and they're trying to keep up and they're trying to be like they don't want to be judged, so they repress it, and then it comes out in different ways. And what ways is that? They end up hooking up with people like you've heard about what they do with the younger people. Like they get caught doing those things, and that's because they repress it, just like the people in the church. They repress it until they do it, and then they do it secretly because they don't want to be judged, because everybody else sees it as a problem. They don't know how to be inclusive. Why does it bother you so much that you have to take it to an extreme, that you do not want people like that around you? Why does it bother you? If it truly didn't matter, if you truly didn't have those feelings, you wouldn't care. If you have those feelings and you're obsessed with those feelings, you need to examine them, because you're pressing them because you might be bi or gay. Truly, like, a straight man doesn't care. A true straight man doesn't care unless he has those feelings of wanting to do that and doesn't want anybody to know, because then he'll be judged, and then he'll be seen as soft, and then he loses his status, his social status, and then he faces social backlash. See how you got there? So, Obama knew what it was like because Obama was black. So he knew what it was like to be treated like that. That's how they treat black people. That's how they treat other races. But the white people usually don't have to face any of that because they are favorited in this land, in this country. Yeah. If you're seen as Republican, you're seen as strong. You're seen as manly, macho. If you're Democrat, you're seen as weak and soft, and that is the difference. But that's just socially awkward. It shouldn't matter. You shouldn't care what people think. Some people are and some people are not. And if you're struggling with that, you shouldn't be questioning yourself. You should be trying to deal with it. Deal with the part that if your parents are like this and you grew up around that, then fine. That's why you're like that, because you're scared that your parents or your friends or other people are going to find out and see you in a different light. You don't want them to know because you don't want to be judged. But what does that say? That society is wrong. You shouldn't be treating people like that. They treat black people like that. What happens? Black people fight back. They get sick of it. They get tired of it. They are always being judged constantly by some people secretly and behind their back. I'm sorry, that's how it is. That's how, some people just don't mess with them. People don't talk to them and nothing because they're judgy like that. Same thing with trans people. Same thing with gay people. It's just there's a part of GI Jane, and they're in the water. They got the 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 captain. All those people were being mean. Like, the leaders were being mean to them, and the black guy said, "Oh, you see, I know what it's like because you're just the new N on the block." because they know how we feel. That's why they're standing with us. Same thing with immigrants. It's all about oppression. That's how we take it, because that's how we see it. Why are you being oppressive towards other people if they're not like that? They take it to that extreme, but it's really about superiority. It's about a moral superiority, wanting to feel in control, but then they give it to themselves instead of helping other people. Obama understood that. That's why the people elected him. You don't understand until you're put in that situation and where you're the one being excluded. It's not nice. Land of the free, home of the brave. Where you're seen, if you're seen as weak, then nobody wants to mess with you. Nobody wants to fuck with you. You're seen as weak, nobody will include you. Not fuck with you. Nobody will include you. That's wrong. So, there should be balance.